Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
Oh, wow.
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
He ran the light on Olympic. We finally collared him at the temple.
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Fellas.
Look at you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I'd break it to you, Cole, but we'll never fit in. So.
Yeah, he takes forever. Okay, literally just passed it. Oh, it's up there. I was like, there's no way. How do you even... Alright. I believe it.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Alright, now how do we get down there? Awesome. Nice little jog. Start the day. Nothing too shabby.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
She's a long way from home.
Because her mom wants her to come back home. Aw. Is there anything in the car? Oh, wow.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
So what next?
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Is that all the evidence? I don't think so.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
Okay.
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Let's see. This game wanted me to take him off the cliff. It wouldn't let me turn it. I was like, oh my lord. You trying to die? Is this my lady? My dear old lady.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Oh.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Why do they play that game with us where they're like, I'm better than you, but here I am, doped up, needing help?
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
We found stuff
I think
in
you're
her
lying,
purse.
Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Sunshine.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Ooh, Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
She's looking away from me like insanely, like.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Ooh. I don't like that. She trying to play that game, and I ain't playing this.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it.
Ooh.
Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee,
Or out
I
of
think it would be in
board.
everyone's best interest if you accompanied
Yeah.
Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good
What
here.
a trip.
Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Jessica. We gotta go to Jessica.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
I'm letting him drive just so we don't have to like spend all the time with like driving, and it'll just be easier to like, get from one point to the other point since we're focusing on the case itself. Unless it's necessary, it'll show it like this.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't need
Feeling
to be
better
handled
since
by
this morning,
a doctor.
Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
Little.
Hey,
My head
where
still
is the
feels
telephone? Do you
That
know
lady
who
is
I am?
freaking out. Oh my god.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
How's she gonna lie like that?
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
I mean, I understand like being like kind of like at that age and having to talk about this to like these dudes. Let's try this one.
We found your underwear in
Oh,
your
yeah.
handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she
I wonder if her
now,
mom knows. I didn't
cold-hearted
really like
bitch?
read the whole letter.
It's not
I skimmed
Junie's
it.
fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Oh.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
Damn. Now we got these laws where like you can be like 16 and date a 23-year-old with parental consent. So weird.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Lie.
You're lying, Jessica.
Lying.
How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you forgot your bag at the car.
Because
Lay
you're a
it up on your
runaway,
mother.
Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
These things always make me so sad because it's like,
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well,
I don't know.
Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Not
What's the
what I'm
story
looking
with
for.
Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what
Okay.
happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Aw. I can't tell if she's like nervous or she's hiding something, you know what I mean? I don't think she's lying. She's only a kid.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
That's what I like to see.
I remember the mermaid.
Question's right.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Pulled
Thank
up in
you,
front of the
Jessica.
mermaid.
You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Do they really think like that's how it is? I guess kids are persuaded
It's the tale
differently.
of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Ooh. Yeah, like that's
There she
not
goes.
obvious.
Come on.
Tailing her very unsuspiciously.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Oh god. I wanna get away. My driving is horrible. Just wanna like make them think that like we're right behind them.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
I am not doing good today. Oh my god. Oh god. Why? Alright, I'm caught up. I wonder what a safe distance is considered. I don't want to be like too up in their business. There we go. Awesome. I feel like that was going on too long for me.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Nice.
Baby?
Oh.
No! I don't want him taught a lesson.
Awesome.
You know what I want.
Achievements. I love achievements.
Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls!
I feel like he's crazy.
I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
I'll exit when she's like in the car. Nice. How's she gonna freaking start yelling in a cafe like that? I feel like if I was ever like in a cafe, I'd be like, what is she yelling at? It's such an
What's the
awkward
story?
thing to do.
I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just from looking at his property.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Here we are. Wilson. That's what's up. And it's only 10 in the morning. We've been doing this at a good time.
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Like how we're like in a huge rush to like get up to this room.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat
using
trick
the
of
elevator
hysterical
instead of
female
like trying to find the
witnesses.
staircase or running around. It's funny. On the left. Right, 804.
Give it up! LAPD!
Oh, we're gonna have to fight. I like reset my controller for a second. So that I can see if I can get this to freaking work.
You must be out of your tiny mind.
I don't even know what that was. Like my controllers like weren't even working. Like no matter what button I pressed, he would not punch, and I could not. I don't understand. But there we go. We beat him up, I guess. Somehow, some way. Finally.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
Here we go.
Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Nice.
Thank you. Just look at this mess.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Eddie Watson. It could have been what we were looking for, you never know.
Looks like the old movie set downtown. Presented to Mark. What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Circumstantial.
I still have clues to find.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Nope.
Still more clues to find. There we go.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Yep, last clue. Awesome. Let's see what this girl gotta say.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been
Oh,
badgering
wow.
my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that
slut.
your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
I wonder why, because you're not responsive.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Interesting.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Staring right at us.
Either we
I
find
don't
him
suspect
or
anything
McAfee's
about
people
that
do,
answer.
Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying,
You're an
Mrs.
accuser.
Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
I sure would, because we gotta check in our evidence.
Your husband looks like he's
Get on
being
him.
blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Just get that look on her face.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
Sorry, my dog's drinking water if you can hear it.
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Damn, that industry sounds rough.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is
Hell
Hollywood.
yeah. All the
There's
questions are
always a
right.
deal to be done.
Getting better at this. I'm gonna use your phone even though we just got done arguing.
Operator, give me R&I.
How can I help, detective?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks for your help.
Investigate silver screen props. Awesome. We out here, boys. Hope he catches up to me in the elevator.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Damn, Phelps, hit him with that. No, no.
Katie.
I want him to drive.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Can I make sure I
Mrs.
look
Bishop knows more than she's letting
the
on.
part?
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is
Not
in.
objective about
The
that.
LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those Hatchet Men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between her ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
I like how I showed him driving like an actual person compared to how I drive in this game, as you've all seen. It's not that pleasant.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Knucklehead. We got some evidence to look at.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Interesting.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Those are his dolls. How weird. Oh, that's what they gave him. Come on. Right
Doping
there.
a 15-year-old kid
Chloral
and abusing her in a
hydrate.
screen test. What is wrong with these people?
More of these weirdo dolls. Find a way into that room. Alright. It's gotta be behind here, right? Hell yeah, fake painting. Hell yeah. Alright.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Is it empty?
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test? I wonder if they saw this, how many budding starlets would still get on the bus to come to Hollywood.
My game freeze? See if I can find anything in here. There's that head.
So this is where you sprang from.
Interesting. Somebody just like come over behind me. Backstories.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
He looks mad.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Alright, let's question Marlon.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Liar.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was
Always love
drugged
using
and
the right
arrested at
evidence.
a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Alright.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
He doesn't seem like he's fidgeting or anything. But he also didn't really tell us much. Then again, he probably doesn't have, like, the insight into this guy's life like that. So
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
Interesting.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
Liar.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this. You could hump a few props or sweep the floors if you got nothing better to do.
Enough. I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors. These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. He went apeshit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else?
Dang.
McAfee.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
Why do they always straight up lie like that? I don't understand.
Enough of the lies.
I told you, I get my cut selling dirty movies.
Liar. Well, I want to use the $20,000, but I don't know if that pertains to Marlon. Oh boy. What else do we got? He's looking away from me. I know he's lying. These have nothing to do with him.
You could hump a few props or sweep the floors if you got nothing
Boy,
better to
shut your
do.
mouth.
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget. June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
It is his place,
Phelps.
right?
Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to
I'm
catch
not
the
gonna
movie
drop
producer
this. This is
before
our
an angry
case.
husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg.
Who are these
You work
boys?
for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business.
Oh boy.
You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch.
Oh.
So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand.
Bukowski.
The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now
You
run
just
along
laid
back
down
to
the
your
law.
boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good
1940
boys you are.
style. All right.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No.
Oh, let's get him.
God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
Where'd he go? I think we have to run really slow down the stairs. But it makes sense. I'm gonna try to tackle him early.
We're trying to
Good
help
shot.
you, Bishop.
This is all a big mistake.
Ooh, climb those 2 stairs at a time, folks. Put that light work in. Hell yeah. They're gonna make me chase them all the way up this thing, or
It's
thing.
us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
Alright.
I didn't do anything.
Bro, you literally made a cake with a really young girl. That's weird. Oh wow, he keeps you get too close to him.
Bishop, that's enough.
That's dumb. So he knocked me on my head. You go this way? Yeah, you did. No, this thing isn't sturdy. Like, why is this stuff even still up here? Oh, he's setting up traps. Burger
Don't make this any
219.
harder
We
on
got a
yourself,
suspect
Bishop.
running eastbound, LA. He is on foot. We are running off patrol.
Hands in the air.
He has nowhere
Mark
to go.
Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
Hit him with that.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
I hope he don't run away from me because we gonna fight. I will fight this old man if he runs away.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
Oh, wow. Alright. Pop that head up like that. Hit him with that headshot down twist.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Oh, he went down the stairs.
Kill them for God's sake! I don't want to die.
He didn't run so damn fast. Enough time.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake. There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Oh boy.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
Hell yeah, I love a good parkour.
Come on, it's this way.
A headshot?
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me? LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
LAPD, you're making a huge mistake.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
He literally, like, fell off the entire side of the thing. It's hilarious.
How long do you think you can hold out?
How long do you think you can hold out? Phil.
The statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground. You have to get me out of here.
That will take a lot of push. Ooh, the sound of that. Has he not hurt his hands on those damn metals? That's insane.
Get him over here! I'll cover you! Come on! The cavalry's here!
The cavalry's here!
Kennedy! Those barrels at the base of the element column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them! Quickly!
Stay down.
For the love of God, how many are there?
For the love of God, how many are there? Oh, those ones.
I don't want to die.
Oh, shit. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Oh wow.
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
Don't move. Oh, I said don't move. Another headshot. Let's book it.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Oh, those cops are getting messed up.
Walk out of here or on the spot.
Reload your gun, Phelps. Let me get their toes. Made them dance on the bullets. We got one more. Got one more guy. Hit him in the ear and it counted. Hell yeah. We got our perk.
Now this
We
is
solved
what I
our
call
case.
results.
Every question
Mark
right,
Bishop,
boys.
erstwhile
Every
film producer
question.
and all-around
It
piece
can't
of
get
shit,
any better than
catches
that.
a fast ticket
It
to
cannot.
Quentin for snatch, rape, and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment.
Promotion.
Good working with you, son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What a nice guy. Bukowski is probably my favorite right now. As of right now. I don't know about the other partners I'm going to have, but... Of course Roy shows up after giving a pope.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Get in. Leave our car, no big deal. We don't need it. Cutscenes.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love
You
it.
like jazz?
Sure, I guess. Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
Bebop.
This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him.
Such diction back
You'll
in the
like
day.
this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing
Racism
tonight?
was
There she is.
always
She has the next set.
a thing
Come
in
on,
the
Cole,
40s.
you can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table.
Apparently.
You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa.
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening,
Cam.
Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Is this that what goes really down up in these bitches in LA? That's insane. I would never let someone put a needle in my arm. I would have been like, what? Oh, you ain't touching me, boy. And we got promoted. Ooh, look at that. All questions and clues right. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And achievements. We got achievements. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Yes. Alright, well. More achievements. Well, that was episode 5. So that was pretty cool. We got promoted. I'm gonna have to figure out how to cross out nudity, because I know that's coming up in these cases. I have looked into it. I might just cut out the part and describe briefly that clue and just try to work around it best as I can for what I got at the moment. So yeah, I will see y'all in episode 6, because this is 5. Peace.